About a year ago, I had a realization that designing future collections for my brand using mockup packs and Adobe Illustrator was just no longer going to cut it. If I wanted to take my brand to the next level, to really enter the arena for premium and luxury brands, the designs needed to improve. If you are a clothing brand owner or a clothing brand designer, or if you've ever made merch, you are probably familiar with various mockup packs. Everybody and their mom seems to have a mockup pack that you can buy or download these days. Basically gives you some drawings to mess around with, slap your logo on, and then send to a manufacturer. I did that for a while. That's how I made the t-shirts for my brand. That was amazing for establishing the foundation of running a clothing brand. But I knew I had to get better at designing. I didn't go to school for fashion or fashion design. I didn't even really know what a pattern was in terms of fashion. I also had no interest in sewing or learning how to sew. I still don't know how to sew. I stumbled across Clo 3D. This is not an ad. I'm not affiliated with them. But Clo 3D allows me to design custom patterns and garments on a computer without having to cut and sew real fabric. I'll be completely honest, this program has a very steep learning curve. It is very difficult if you are not computer savvy or tech savvy to a certain extent. And also if you have no background in fashion design like me, you're going to have to get familiar with the terminology and learn a ton of terms that for me were completely foreign. I took the time to learn what I felt was just enough about the software, where now I can start ideas and then outsource to a Clo 3D professional. So here is my process as a neo fashion designer. Many fashion designers might not agree with my method, but I think it's very efficient and it's perfect for me as a solo entrepreneur running the brand entirely on my own. I use the pen tool in Figma to create mockups for my garments. I draw these myself. I don't use a mockup pack, but in the past, this would be my mockup pack stage where I would use the Seaggs mockup pack, for example, to get a template of a shirt, drawing of a shirt, and then I'd put my logo on it and send that to the manufacturer. So that's this stage right here. In the past, this is where the design process would stop. I would just send this to the manufacturer and they would help me with the dimensions and we'd design it together in a way. But now I leave this as just step one. Next, what I'll do is put together a folder with several files that I will then send to a Clo 3D professional or atelier. Technically, it's an atelier, but instead of cutting and sewing real fabric, they use Clo 3D. So here, let's check out this shirt jacket file. I have a sketch here, and then I have my folder with a logo, another logo. This is the emblem for my brand, and then an outline. This outline is 4 pages. I made this in Google Docs and exported it as a PDF. I have a design description. Style, oversized denim shirt / jacket hybrid with a relaxed and comfortable fit. Generous cut through the shoulders, chest, and waist, allowing for ample movement and layering opportunities. Then I listed design details, the fabric, mid-weight denim in a black wash, construction details for the neckline and collar, shoulders, yoke, chest, pockets, sleeves, cuffs, hem, closure, waist, length, buttons, seams, stitching, and interior details. So I listed all of these here at the top of the document. Then I added photo references. I noted that I wanted this drop shoulder. I wanted a front yoke, length slightly cropped just below the belt, wrist cuff with pleats, silver round snap buttons, where the logos should be embroidered, and then the inside label details. I am wearing the jacket that was described in this document. I'll show you in a second how I went from the mock-up to this document to the Clo 3D pattern. After a few days, the Clo 3D professional sent me a PDF with the pattern. These are all the specific dimensions of the pieces of fabric that need to be cut by the manufacturer. They sent me a Clo3D project file in ZPRJ format so I can open it myself on my own Clo3D on my computer. They sent me a tech pack with a very basic drawing, all the specific dimensions, and 3D renders. They sent me a video of the Clo3D model. This is the jacket simulated within Clo3D. The atelier also sent me these amazing 3D renders to give me an accurate idea of what the jacket is going to look like before I even order a sample. And you can be the judge. I mean, this looks damn close to the 3D renders. I zipped all these files up into one folder and then sent it to my manufacturer. They made the sample and I had it within 3 weeks. I signed off on the first sample because it was perfect and then placed a bulk order. So that's on the way. I'm going to be doing a photo shoot for that soon. I'm sure I'll make a ton of content about that photo shoot. So like and subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah, that's basically my process that I'm going to be using to release clothes for all 2025. These clothes are a huge upgrade from what I released in the past. I'm no longer relying solely on mockup packs, and I'm creating custom designs in collaboration with a real atelier, the same way a creative director would at a bigger label. So I'm also practicing being a better brand owner, creative director, etc. If you want access to my resources like the document I send the atelier, as well as all my other whiteboards, PDFs, slides, AI tools, things like that, be sure to download them for free at the link in the description. If there's a topic you want to see me cover in a future video, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.